are live. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us this Thursday evening. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a live tutorial and playthrough of Ride the Rails, which is there. This is a second game in the Iron Rail series, published by Capstone Games, that have commissioned me to create this tutorial and playthrough video for you this evening. So hello and welcome to those people who are watching on YouTube and on Facebook. Without further ado, I'm going to switch to the overhead camera and I will introduce you to the game. So yes, we're broadcasting on YouTube. There's a few people watching on YouTube. Thank you very much for the comments there. We're also broadcasting on Facebook. The comments isn't working for Facebook, so bear with us a minute. I just need to click a button or two, and that should start working. There we go. Facebook comments should be working as well. So yes, thank you very much for joining in. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say hello this evening to Mr. Clay Ross. Hello, Clay.
Hey, Paul. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Apologies that we're a minute or two late starting because we were actually talking about the virus situation and how it's affecting us. So yes, we are now live. Let us know in the chat if you can hear us and see us okay. I assume you can. And Clay, thank you very much for asking me to make this video. Tell us a little bit about the Iron Rail series, of which this is game number 2.
Yeah, so Iron Rail series is focused on different geographic regions around the world, and it's kind of distilling 18xx, if you're familiar with that genre, the 4-hour train games, down into like an hour of playtime, focusing on different aspects of the gameplay. You're going to get a little taste of the 18xx experience in these games. That's the goal. So you're going to see some like route building, stock investment, and that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, this is the number 2 title.
This is number 2. Number 1 was Irish Gauge, so that was set in Ireland. Number 2 is in America. Are you able to tell us anything about what number 3 and number 4 is?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of, I've been talking with John Bohr a lot, and that guy can really design some unique games. Yeah. And I'm looking at a couple different titles. I'd like to increase the, I guess, complexity of these series with the third one. And there's a couple titles I'm looking at to do that with. So we'll see what happens. But yeah.
So nothing officially has been announced yet of the third one?
Yeah, I'll be meeting with John as soon as this coronavirus stuff dies down a little bit. We gotta kind of hash out what the plan is for the third one.
Yeah. I mean, certainly the first one, Irish Gauge, and this one are, 2 pages of rules, or one sheet of rules, double-sided, and they play in about an hour. And from my limited experience, they capture the train game feel in a very short, punchy amount of time. So, yeah, that's quite cool. Now, I'm going to introduce now Mr. Tom Fox. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Now, let's just pick up on something that Clay said about 18xx games 2 minutes ago.
Yes.
He said 4 hours.
Yeah, some of them we've done in 4 hours, yeah.
I was going to say, how long was that one that you played once?
The longest one that I've been involved in took 20 hours.
There you go.
That it was the first play of that game for all of us, and I know that other people would play that game in closer to 12, but it took us 20.
Yeah, and that was 18 coast to coast.
It was, yes.
Yeah, there you go. Which Tom made a whole print and play of himself and then spent 20 hours playing it one weekend. Don't worry, this isn't going to be a 20-hour stream. You're just here for an hour. And last but not least, hello and welcome to Ray tonight.
Hi.
A recent train game convert?
Yeah. Been playing Age of Steam a lot, so really liking it.
Cool. Right, okay. Graham is in the chat saying that I still need to play Chicago Express. Yes, I haven't. If I have played Chicago Express, I don't remember it. But there was somebody on a Facebook group that said earlier on today, there's no point playing any other train game other than Chicago Express because Chicago Express is so good. Have any of you played it?
Yeah. I haven't. I am keen to. It's on the list of things I'd like to play, but I haven't had the chance yet.
Right. And Clay's nodding.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
Okay.
It's got a lot of similar mechanics throughout the Winsome series of games. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to make a start. So I'm going to give you, first of all, a very high-level overview of how this game plays. Then I'll dive a bit into the detail, and then we'll cover some extra bits at the end. So essentially, this is a game where you are trying to make as much money as you can. The money is tracked around the outside of the board, which from normal games is the victory point track. And it is in this game. Money in this game is not something that you spend, unlike a number of other train games. Money that you earn is simply your victory points, and that will go up as the game goes on. The player with the most victory points at the end will win. We play over a period of 6 rounds. This red marker here is the round tracker. We're going to move that down here. And in each round, we are going to be basically investing in the 6 different companies, which are represented by these pots of locomotives here. And then we will be building routes for those companies on the board. So the players do not represent the companies directly. We invest in the companies by buying shares in them. You obviously want the company that you've got the most shares in to do the best, but you will find that as the game goes on, multiple players will have shares in the same company. Once the routes have been built, we then have an opportunity to start moving these passengers around. Now, there's a passenger in every city on the board, and each of these passengers wants to go to another city. They don't care where, but they're fed up of where they live, and they just want to go somewhere. And in the passenger phase, you can pick up one of these passengers from anywhere, move it along any number of links between 2 cities, as far as you want, and drop it off at a destination. And then every link that was used will generate money for every shareholder. And that's how you get the money, and the player with the most money at the end, as I mentioned, will win. Right, going into a bit more detail, I mentioned we have 6 rounds. Each round is consists of 3 phases. And if I just switch to my second view, I can zoom in a bit here, and I can show you down at the bottom right, bottom left-hand corner of the board, these are the phases. So we have A, B, and C. Phase A is really easy. And what happens is the players in reverse turn order, and I will decide turn order randomly now. So player 1 in the first round is going to be blue. Then player 2 is going to be green. Player 3 is going to be purple or maroon, and then pink. So phase A is actually played in reverse turn order. So in reverse turn order, each player will essentially buy a share in one of the companies. And that is represented simply by taking a train and putting it next to your player board. Okay, now the game does come with these player boards here, which are quite nice, where you can put the trains on them, but we found that for the overhead camera, it was quite difficult to see the train on there. So for this video, we're just going to tuck the player board in there, and we're going to put the trains next to it. Okay, and that's all you do. In phase A, you simply buy a share in one of the companies. However, in round 1 of the game, only 2 of the companies, I'll zoom in again, only 2 of the companies are available. It's the burgundy, the dark red, and the blue. So you can only buy a share in those 2 companies at the start of the game. As the rounds progress, you will see on this table here, more companies open up as the game goes on. Okay, so that's phase A done. You basically take a share. Phase B is where it gets interesting. This is done in turn order. And in turn order, each player in a 4-player game will get to place 5 locomotives on the board. And I'll come onto that icon in a minute. Now, you can only place locomotives on the board which represents building track for a company that you have shares in. So at the start of the game, let's say I invested in blue. That means I am going to be building 5 pieces of blue track. Okay. If later on in the game I had a blue and an orange and a yellow, for example, I can still only build 5 pieces of track, but I can split that 5 however I want between these. It doesn't matter how many shares you have in a company, as long as you have at least 1 share in that company, you can then build track on behalf of that company. So in this case, I would get 5 and I can share it out however I want. I could put all 5 in one, or I could split it, 3, 2, however you want. The -1 here means that if at any point in that build, you build into mountains, 1 or more mountains, you can build 1 fewer piece of track. So even if you were to build multiple mountains, it isn't 1 per mountain, it's 1 in total. So in that case, you would only be able to build 4 locomotives. Now, bearing in mind, and this is something we learned from the game this afternoon, these are limited and they run out quite quickly. If multiple players are placing them on the board, these tracks will run out quite quickly. Okay, where can a train start? Well, this is the iconography here. So the burgundy and the blue trains can start in any of these eastern cities here. They can't start in the same one, but that is where their first piece must be placed. Any subsequent piece of track must be placed adjacent to a hex that it's already in. So you could go, for example, over here then to here, then to here, and then to Atlanta. You totally could do that. And then you can branch off here and go up here. There's no limitation on branching or anything like that, as long as you place the track in a hex adjacent to an existing one. Now, each of these cities here on the eastern coast can only have one train in. Chicago is special. Chicago can have an unlimited number of trains in it, but every other hex on the board can have 2 locomotives maximum, but not from the same train. So what you will have later on is you'll have another company that will link into there, for example, and that sort of represents that the red and the blue tracks at that point are connected together. Right, that's the basic rules on placing track. There's some special exceptions. Chicago, if you start in Chicago, or because you can't start in Chicago with one of the first 2 companies, but you can later on, or if you build into Chicago, you get $2. So an immediate 2 victory points for doing that. Dallas, Kansas City, Denver, and where was the 4th one? Minneapolis. The first player to connect those gets $5. You might not be able to see that on the board, but it is clear, the iconography, it does say first player gets $5 for going in there. So they're special bonuses just for connecting those up. I think that's it for the building routes. As I say, there's a couple of extra bits that I'll come to later on, but what then happens after everybody has built track, we then have the passenger phase, which is phase C. And in phase C, in turn order, each player, as I mentioned at the start, picks up a passenger and says, right, we're going to move this passenger, where do they want to go? And they can go as far as they want, as long as they move along a set of links. And a link is defined as a connection of trains between one city and the next city. But unlimited distance, unlike a lot of train games where you're limited on how far they can go. Then what you do is you use this track here to mark how many times the link was used. So let's say, for example, this passenger goes here from Charleston to Nashville. It's going along a blue link, and then it's going along a burgundy link. So we move the blue up by 1 and the burgundy up by 1. We then also move this white marker up by 1 every time one of the other markers moves up by 1. So this would be on 3. What's going to happen then is everybody who has a share in the burgundy company will get $1 per share. And everybody who has a share in the light blue company will get $1 per share. Now, at this point, the numbers are quite small. But if this was here, for example, so 8 links had been used on the blue track, and I had 3 blue shares, again, just for an example, then what's going to happen when we pay out the dividends is I'm going to get 24. So it's the number that it is on here multiplied by the number of shares that you've got. Now, we'll come into this a little bit more later on, but that's essentially how it works. When you are moving a passenger, you want to move a passenger in such a way that you're going to get the most benefit out of it. You can move it along anybody's links, but be aware that you're then giving money to the other players. The white marker is used to determine how many cities were connected in that route. So in this one, it's always the one at the start, the one at the end, and everything in the middle. And that is how much you get directly for moving that passenger. So in this case, I would get $3 for doing it, and then the money would then go out to the companies. So the longer the route that you send the passenger on, the more money you're going to get directly. After we've all moved a passenger, it's the end of the round. All of these markers will reset to 0, and we adjust turn order based on the current positions of the players. Whoever has the least money will become the first player next round, and so on and so forth. And whoever's got the most points, i.e. money, will go last in the next round. If it's tied, player order switches. Right, that is the description of how the rounds work. I am now going to zoom forward and explain what happens in round 2. Because in round 2, the orange track, the orange company becomes available. And the orange company can start in any of these eastern cities here. It can also start in Chicago. And remember, you get $2 when you start in Chicago. Other than that, the orange company is treated exactly like the other ones. In round 3, the yellow company comes into play. And the yellow company's placement rules are special. What it can do is it can start, if you look at the iconography, it says west, and it can start in any of the 3 westernmost cities that have been reached. So it doesn't mean the westernmost cities right now, it means the westernmost points that the current track building has got to. That's where it can start. It can also start in Chicago. In round 4, the purple company becomes available, and it can start in any of these 4 cities here: Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland or Seattle. And then in round 5, the black company becomes available, which can start anywhere. And then in round 6, no new companies become available. So yeah, that's how that works. The companies will become available as the game goes on. The last thing to explain, I think is the last thing to explain, until Clay reminds me that I've forgotten something, is the Transcontinental Route, which is up here. As soon as a route has been built between any of these 4 cities and any of these 6 cities, the player who did that connection will get either $12 or $8, depending on where that connection was made. If it was made in a city, then you'd get $12. If it was made not in a city, you'd get $8. And that's a one-off payment that only goes to the first player who actually makes that connection between the West Coast and the East Coast. How did I do, Clay?
Did you cover the $5 cities?
I did.
Man, yep. You are good, sir.
$5.
I don't have any complaints.
$5 to the first player. Tom and Ray, who's read the rules this afternoon, did I forget anything?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to do this bit slightly different when we get to it, but I'll explain that when we get to it. Other than that, if you are watching this on Facebook, please pop a message in the chat just to let me know that the chat's working. But otherwise, we'll make a start. So we've done the turn order. That's been decided randomly. I need to return these because otherwise I start with a very big advantage.
Oh, Paul, it's done in reverse turn order.
Say again?
The first round, phase A is done in reverse turn order.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's pink first, which is Tom. You get to choose which of the 2 companies you would like to buy a share in.
I will start with red, please.
Okay. So you take one of them. That goes there. Very simple. Done. Oh, except we can't see it because your picture's covering it over. I'll tell you what. I'll put yours below your player board.
Below my player board, yeah.
There you go. We can see that. Apparently there's bad echo. Yeah. Let's have a look. I've not got anything running on my screen. I can't hear any echo. Clay is echoing. Apparently you're echoing, Clay.
It's probably because I don't have headphones. I will put myself on mute till I need to talk. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Clay's going to mute himself when he needs to talk. Right, it is now me to choose. I'm also going to choose Burgundy. Clay.
I'm going to change it up and go blue.
Go blue. Right, remember, Ray, what I said to you earlier on before Clay joined the call? Yeah, remember what I said? Yeah?
Yeah, we don't want one. I'm going to go blue as well.
Oh, you didn't listen. Put that there. There you go. Right, that's phase A done. Very simple. Now we do phase B. So this is done in turn order, and we get to basically build track. So, Ray, you're up first. You only have shares in blue, so therefore you're building blue track.
Okay, I'm going to build from Charleston across to Atlanta.
So Charleston across to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We've all been studying our US geography this afternoon, so there you go. Okay.
I might have a cheat sheet. Was it one more?
One more.
Let's head up to Nashville.
So over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is green, which is Clay.
Okay, we are going to go from... Let me think about this real quick. Because those mountain hexes take away one of my total moves here.
They do.
And I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, what's above Wilmington, or is that Baltimore?
Baltimore is above Wilmington. Yes.
Yeah, we'll do Baltimore to Pittsburgh.
Well, the blue track is here.
I'm blue. I am blue. I'm dumb.
You are blue. Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go to, is that Nashville?
Nashville is here.
Yeah, go to the north, yes. Hit Nashville.
Okay.
And then come up the top right side of the hex and hit Cincinnati.
Okay. There you go. Right, that's blue done. Next, it is me, and I'm building track in Burgundy. So, let's go. Let's start in Philadelphia, and we'll go to New York, and then we'll go to Boston. There you go. There's my 5. Tom.
Okay, so I should probably continue that. So let's build along to Albany and Buffalo.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Need longer arms. 5, except I've just stolen your share to use it as a track. There you go, put it back. Nobody noticed.
So that's Buffalo rather than Portland. Is what I was thinking.
Buffalo. There you go. All good?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Right, okay. So that is the track built. Nobody got any bonuses, nothing special happens. We're now going to move passengers. So again, this is done in turn order. So Ray, you get to move a passenger first.
I'm going to move from Cincinnati.
Yep.
All the way down to Charleston.
Okay, so what happens is this moves 1, 2, 3. So it's moved along 3 blue links. So we're going to move blue up by 3. Now I've just noticed the Facebook chat has got all squished. So bear with us a minute. I will sort that out. There we go. That'll do. Right. So at this point, I'm going to tell you what's in the rule book. The rule book actually says that at this point, this should move up to here, and we would now pay out. Ray, you would get $4 straight away for doing that. So we can do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the rules actually say that you now do the payouts for that company. However, a good friend of mine, Edward, over at Heavy Cardboard, came up with a slight variant to the rules in that we're actually going to do this at the end. It's no changes to the actual rules of the game, but what it does do is it actually simplifies it, so we're only paying it out once. So that's what we're going to do. So the white marker moves down, but we're going to keep that there for now. Right, Clay, you're up next. You get to move a passenger.
All right, before I do that, I just put in a Bluetooth headset, and
oh, cool.
Just let me know, everybody that's watching, if there's still an echo on my end. That way I don't have to sit on mute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically do the same thing, but go from Charleston up to Cincinnati.
So from Charleston up to Cincinnati, it's exactly the same, but in reverse. So
yep.
Blue moves up another 3, and you get $4. There you go. And these passengers have arrived at their destination, and they're very happy.
Yeah.
Right, I'm trying to fix the Facebook chat, but it's looking a bit weird. It does weird stuff sometimes. Right, next is me. Well, I think I'm going to do something very similar, but on the red track. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So red's going to move up 4. The white would move up to 5, and then I'm going to get $5. And then Tom?
And yeah, I will do the return journey of that.
Same in reverse. So there you go. So that moves up. Tom gets 5, and that moves up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now once we've all moved our passengers, we now do the payouts. So basically, everybody with blue shares will earn $6 per share. So you two both have 1 blue share, so you two both get 6, putting you on 10. And everybody with red shares gets $8 per share, which is me and Tom. And that goes there, and that is the end of the first round of the game. So these reset, and we do the turn order. So we have green and blue on 10 money, so they will be the first and second player. They're both on the same, so they switch. And then down here we have pink and red, so pink and red switch. Oh, sorry, purple, maroon, whatever colour it is. And that's it, that's the end of round 1. So round 2, we're following exactly the same sequence again, but this time the orange company is now available. And remember, the Orange Company can start in any of these that are empty, or also Chicago.
Awesome.
Right. Buying of shares is done in reverse turn order, so it's me first. Now then, I'm probably, bearing in mind I'm building last, I am going to take orange. I am very much buying a share.
Wow, you're going on a limb. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, it's all the rage.
That's not what I was expecting you to do. Yeah, I will take orange as well.
Oh
okay.
My gosh.
Yeah. Me and Tom have got a private Skype window going on between us. Ray, you're up next.
I'm going to take orange as well.
Ooh. There you go.
What is going on here? Oh my god. Okay.
Do something different. Break the mold.
Yeah. That kind of makes me want to pick orange, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. I'm going to go orange.
I'm going to go orange. Okay. There you go. Right. Okay. Now, building of routes done in player order. So, Clay, you're up first. 5 tracks split between blue and orange, however you want.
Let's go up to Chicago from Cincinnati.
So, from Cincinnati to Chicago with the blue, which is 1, 2, 3, getting you an immediate $2 bonus.
Yep. And then I got a 5th lay. I'm going to go ahead and lay the orange in Chicago.
You've got 2 more. That was only 3.
Oh, okay. I'll do orange in Chicago.
Yeah, which is another $2.
Yeah. And then, dang it, I wish I had another 2 more to go. But let's go ahead and move the blue one to the west, straight west.
Okay. There we go. Right. Next, Ray, you're up. You've got blue and orange shares.
Yeah. I'm going to go with blue across to Des Moines.
Yeah.
And then up to the one above Des Moines, which is... Yeah.
Okay.
Ray, that's teamwork. Digital high five.
Yeah.
So $5 for blue. There you go. Okay. I should have bought blue. Tom.
Okay. Just doing a quick recounting. So let's bring red
to Portland up in Maine, the northeast corner up there.
Maybe not there.
I heard it's a good move.
Let's go down to Pittsburgh.
From here?
From Buffalo. Yes.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
And then we'll go back out of Pittsburgh, northwest.
One more to place.
And another one west of there.
Okay. Right, me.
See what I'm doing.
So everybody bought shares in orange, and then nobody did anything with orange.
I got $2 with orange.
That's true. That is true.
If everyone's equally invested in it, then no one has any reason to make it any good.
Exactly. So I'm going to go. I'm going to put 2 red to there to link up to Detroit. Okay, I'm then going to go orange. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. There you go. Right, so track are all placed. Moving of passengers, starting with Clay.
All right, buddy. We're just going to take, was that Minneapolis over there for the blue?
This one?
Yeah.
All the way?
All the way to Charleston.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that moves up to there. that moves up to there, and you get an immediate payout of $7.
Yeah, Scott's like, I would have doubled down on blue.
Yeah.
Like, feeling that right now, Scott.
Ray, you're up next.
I think I'm going to go from Des Moines all the way back to Charleston.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that goes up to there, and you get $6, putting you on 21. Okay. Tom.
Okay, I will go from Detroit to Philadelphia.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So red goes up by 6, and you get $7.
Yeah.
And then, I think that makes sense. I'll send this one from New York. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that moves up by 5, and I get $6. Okay, so let's do the payouts, which is it's basically $11.
Everyone gets the same.
Everybody gets $11. This is very different from what we did this afternoon. Already.
Yes.
Every game is different.
Yeah. Okay, let's change the turn order. So this time I go from last to first because I'm last in points. Then it's Tom, and then the two winners switch around. Okay, right then. It is time. We've got a question in the chat from Tony Simpkins that says, do you know why John chose these cities? Is it historical?
I didn't ask him that. I don't know.
Okay.
I think they're just major cities in the United States.
Yeah.
It's certainly historical that Chicago was very important in train terms. Or possibly the other way round, that because of where the trains were, Chicago became such a big city.
Yeah. Okay, so the yellow company has opened. But I'm... Oh, now if I do that...
Who's up first? Am I up first?
No, it's me. You're last. Oh, it's buying shares. No, you're right. Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
go over.
You're right. Buying shares is
You're
done.
good. You're good. I just, man.
I won't tell you what I was going to do.
I feel like Scott's speaking to me. I need to double. How much? Can I see how many trains in blue are left?
Yeah, there are.
Oh gosh.
7. There are 7 blue trains left.
Yeah, baby. Let's take one.
Okay, so you're taking a share in blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. Ray, you're up next.
I'm going to take a share in blue.
You're taking a share in blue as well.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Right, Tom?
So if I were to take a blue share, I could build the last of the blue track.
You could.
Which could be interesting. I'm not going to. I'm going to start yellow.
Okay, so Tom takes a share in yellow. Now then. Okay, I think I'm going to take the blue one.
Paul, get off my train. You're not allowed. I'm just kidding.
Right. So building of track. I'm going to build the last of the blue track. And we're going to head down to Kansas because there's a $5 bill waiting for me with my name on it. There you go.
Nice.
So $5 for me. And then my last one can either be in burgundy or it can be in orange. Bearing in mind you two are going to have to build in orange.
We should all join Team Orange.
I'm going to build in burgundy. And I'm going to put this one here. Okay, right, Tom.
Paul, before you do that, each railroad company can only be in 2 of the 6 East Coast cities. The multicolored.
I had forgotten that rule. Okay.
That's the trickiest rule, I think, in this entire game.
Right. In which case, I'll just go... Ooh.
And when you deliver, you can only touch each hex once.
Yes. Yeah, you can't keep going round and round in routes. Okay. Right, that's me done. Tom, you get to build 5.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I can start yellow in Chicago.
You can. You can always start yellow in Chicago if you want to.
So I'm going to do that.
$2.
And then I'm going to connect it to Detroit via the hex.
Detroit? That's not Detroit. That's
No,
Detroit.
Other way.
Detroit. Yeah, the other. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. You're gonna tie into the red.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4. You've got one more placement to make.
I've got one more left, which is going to go, I think, southwest from Chicago with yellow.
Southwest of Chicago with yellow.
Is that...
Okay. So this passenger in Chicago is getting a little bit... there's a lot of fumes around. He kind of wants to leave.
He's got a lot to choose from on where they want to go.
Oh, I can go. Right. Okay, Ray, you're up.
Right. Can I check?
Can't be blue.
Yeah. Can I, with orange, go from Charleston to Jacksonville?
You can. I've just noticed yours and Clay's Skype seems to have frozen.
Oh.
So I'm just going to refresh them and see if that comes back. There we go. Right.
There we go.
Hey.
Say again. What were you doing?
Ah, mine's disappeared completely.
It's refreshing.
Okay.
I said it was refreshing. It's not refreshing. Okay.
Anyway.
I'll try and get you back.
Right. So it was going, if it's possible, from Charleston down to Jacksonville, and then down to... But I wasn't...
Where's Charleston? That's over here.
Yeah.
You're orange, though. Orange is already started up here.
Blue has run out of trains.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. No more trains from blue.
Right. So up to continue. 1, 2, 3. Up to Green Bay and then across to Fargo.
So one more in Green Bay, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to try leaving the Skype call, Ray, and coming back in?
Okay.
Just so we can get your picture back. We're being asked by Peter in the YouTube chat, is this a prototype? And no, this is not a prototype. This is a production copy of the game. Yeah.
Tell you what, this is an interesting layout here. I don't like how blue got split north and south out there in the Midwest. That hurts my value.
I'm quite happy with how that's happened.
It's a great thing. It's awesome. All right, so I'm up. I'm going to go with the orange, obviously. That's the only thing I can lay.
Yep.
So I think, Paul, because you've got that, that's not cool. Yeah, let's hit Minneapolis with the orange. Just touch it in there, and then go up to Fargo.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then we'll just go straight west from there. 2, please.
There you go. Okay, right. We have all built track, so it is now moving of passengers. Now, I don't want to move along blue because that gives more money for the other two. But if moving along it means it moves a lot of cities, then that's still quite good. Red is still good for me. I think red and orange is probably good. Maybe with a little bit of yellow, just to get Tom a little bit of money. But orange gets us all money. Okay, I'm going to move this passenger here.
Paul, sorry. Can I take back my last train?
Of course you can.
And put it east of Bismarck or Fargo. Sorry.
Here?
Yeah, I'm gonna try something weird.
Okay.
Okay.
I see. Okay.
It's
so
not
this
good.
here,
Never mind. Whatever.
it's going 1, 2, 3, 4. Not stopping there. It's 4 along red. Then it's going 1 along yellow. Then it's going 1, 2, 3, 4 along orange. There you go. So I've moved a total of 9. So I get $10. There you go. Right, done. Tom.
Okay, so I'm going to take the passenger from Fargo.
Yep.
So it'll go on orange, sort of into Minneapolis and along to Chicago.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 orange.
Yeah.
Then the one link on yellow.
5. Yeah.
And then all the way along red to Philadelphia, please.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along red.
Oh, that's a good run, man. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I think that was 11, wasn't it?
Holy moly.
Yeah,
2, 3,
11
4,
links,
5,
so 12
6, 7,
cities.
8, 9. Yeah, so you get 12 money, putting you on 45. Okay, next up is Ray.
I'm gonna go from Denver. I think is it? No, not
It's
Denver.
Kansas
Kansas, yep.
Up to Omaha.
1,
Up the next one.
2.
Across.
Oh, hang on, I'm moving the train.
Yeah.
1, 2, yep.
Across east 1.
3,
And then continue down along the blue track.
4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
To Charleston. Right, okay. So that has used blue, blue, orange, 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 and then blue, 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 blue. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you get 10. So $10 for blue, putting you on 42. Right, Clay.
All right, we're going to go from Green Bay over to Minneapolis. And the guy in the top, I'm sorry, orange.
There,
yeah,
Green
that
Bay.
one.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah. So we're going to go to Minneapolis on the orange to the west.
1.
And then we're going to take the blue all the way down to Charleston.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the 1 orange is 7, plus 1 is 8, putting you on 40. Okay.
Oh, man.
Right, let's pay out some monies. So let's do the blue ones. So blue is worth $12 per share. So that's 24 for both Clay and Ray. So 24 puts you on 64, and 24 onto 42 is 66. Okay, that's the blue paid out. Oh no, I've got blue as well. I get 12. So I'm on 57. Right, that's the blue paid out, down to the bottom. Let's do yellow next, because that's dead easy. Tom gets $2.
Excellent.
Red, me and Tom have got 1 each. That's worth 10 each. So 10 for pink and 10 for maroon. And then finally orange is $12 for all of us. So I'm on 79, 78, 76 and 69. There you go. Payment is done. That's the end of round 3. Let's do the turn order, which is me last, Tom first, Clay second, and Ray third. Okay, and we're moving into round 4. This time, the purple track is now available. The purple track seems to start in any of these 4 western cities. Travis is here in the chat. Hi, Travis. Thank you very much. Oh, and David Thompson's in. Hi, David. Thank you for joining in.
Oh, that's awesome. Travis and David, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Undaunted. If you guys haven't played that yet, that is.
Yeah, I've been playing it quite a bit recently. Yeah.
My dad and I played it over Christmas break, and oh my gosh, man, that was such a great time.
Right, round 4, buying of shares. It's me first. Decision time. Oh.
Purple.
It's what I'm thinking of.
It's Transcontinental time, baby. Actually, it's kind of hard because we haven't gotten that far west yet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be building last, so if I take something like... Well, Tom's the only one. Nobody else is going to buy into red at this point. Although I think red's days are probably numbered. I am going to take purple. Yep. There you go. Listen to the voices in my ear, literally. Okay, blue. Ray, you're up next.
I'm going to have purple as well.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, that's so interesting, but I don't like it. I'm going orange.
It's going orange. Okay. Tom, you going to complete your rainbow?
The complete
I don't think I am. This is... I'm sort of tempted to get another red.
Ooh, I thought you might.
I'm also considering another orange. Yeah, let's go with orange.
Okay.
Take the orange.
Let's put these here. Right. Okay, so building of track. Starting with you, Tom.
Okay, so I'm going to build orange into Bismarck.
Yeah.
And then I think probably down to Rapid City, and I think I've got one more which will go towards Cheyenne.
Okay, there you go. There's your 5 placed. Next is Clay.
Okay, what is that, Cheyenne over there?
Yeah, but you've only got, you can only do 3 builds, unfortunately.
Are you serious right now? Yeah. Oh, you can't even get to Denver.
No.
Where's the flip the table button? Is that in here?
Now, if you hadn't have put this one, here.
I was trying to circle around. Yeah. What an idiot. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go split it just like the blue got split. What's that city up in the north? Is that
Billings?
Billings, Montana? Yeah, we'll go there.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay. Right. Next is Ray.
Okay, I'm going to go purple.
Yeah. How many? All 5?
Yeah, all 5. Oh, actually, it's going to be 4, I think,
Okay.
because of going over mountains.
There's some mountains, is there?
Yeah, I want to go Portland, Seattle.
Yeah.
And then start heading over to Spokane.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Me. Well. I think I'm going to go purple as well. And yeah, we'll go 5, I think. So 1, 2, or is it just going to be 4?
It's those mountain ranges.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 4 because I'm going to build into the mountains. There you go. Okay, we're all done with our track building. Moving of passengers, starting with pink.
Okay, so I think the best option is probably to go from Billings.
Yep.
Along Orange, sort of all the way to Chicago, with the stop in Minneapolis, obviously. Then the single link in yellow.
Yeah.
And then red to Philadelphia.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you earn 14 for that. Putting you on 83. Okay, next is green. Play.
Cheyenne to Charleston, please. But okay, when we get to Minneapolis, break off and go in the blue.
4. So we've gone 4 that way on orange, and then blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you.
Okay, so you get 11. Putting you on 87. Okay, next, Ray.
I'm going to do the same, but in the opposite direction with, yeah, that's the one.
So it's 1, 2, 3.
I think he was moved
4.
already in the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. So 6 blue, and then what was it? 1, 2, 3 orange. Oh, sorry, 4 orange.
Hey, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I think that was. Oh, did we not hit Cheyenne?
We're not in Cheyenne. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take one of them off and one of them off.
I thought he connect. Oh no, he did not. He said he was heading down to Cheyenne.
Yeah,
oh god. Okay.
I was You would build that, and you went the other way.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh. Okay.
Take the one.
By the way,
Rapid City instead.
Was that available?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we would do that.
I've just swapped them over.
Yeah. So it's reduced by 1.
This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is up to 12. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. So I think that's right now. So it's 6 plus 3, so 10 for blue. 88. There you go. Okay, and me. Now I want to be last. Going into the next round, I want to be last.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I'm going to be, because I'm going to probably get more money than Tom. This is what I need to work out. So Tom right now is getting 18, 24, 25. Tom's getting 25, which will put you on 108. I'm getting 6, 15, 27. I'm getting 27, putting me on 126. What did this? No, sorry, 106.
Yeah.
Which is the same. Which means our positions will switch. So, I think, tactically, just to be on the safe side. Of course, I've not counted everybody else, but you two are both going to get 24. Plus the orange. Yeah, you two are both going to get a lot more than me.
Yeah, they're going to be ahead of us too.
Yeah.
To be fairly sure.
So here's a question, Clay. Is moving a passenger mandatory?
Yes, you must move a passenger.
You must move a passenger.
You can do something like Chicago to Green Bay or something if you want to do like a short
what I was
route.
going to do was this, to give one to yellow. Oh no, because then I get 2.
Yeah, you kind of still want to do a big run.
Yeah.
I just want to do a big run that actually gets Tom more money than me.
Yeah,
which is
just slightly. If you want to go for the Transcontinental bonus, yeah.
I do. That's what I've got my eyes on. So
there's a thing of how worth it is it? How much are you giving up in order to get that bonus?
I'm giving about $2 up to get 12. So that's why I think
if you're
it's
only
worth
giving
it.
up 2.
Yeah.
But I was thinking if you're doing like a 1 link run when you could
true,
do
yeah. I'm giving up
6
more.
link run, you're giving up
okay.
essentially quite a lot.
So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go it's interesting the way the maths works. If I do a run of like 5 on orange, although you've got 2 orange share, I get 6 for doing that run. So it's treated like kind of I've got another share in it. So yeah, I'm going to take this one here, okay? And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on orange. And then 1 on yellow. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on red. This might completely backfire, but that's fine. Okay, so it was a big run and I got $13 out of it. So 1, 13. Right, okay, we've all moved a passenger. So let's do some scoring. So first of all, we'll do the yellow one because that's easy. That is $2 for Tom. There you go. Next, blue is worth 12. So that's 24 for green. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 20. So you are now 110. So we start with the second scoring marker. 24 for blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 20. So you're on 112. Okay. Tom doesn't get any for blue. I get 12 for blue. So 1, 2, and I'm on 104. Okay, that's blue scored. Next is red, which is 12 for me and Tom. So 97 plus 12 for me. That's red. And then orange is 14. So that's 14 for me and blue. Put me on 130. 14 is 126. And then 28 for green. So 10, 28. And also 28 for pink. So 1, 2, 3 plus 25. So yeah, I did miscalculate that completely. But that's all right. That's all right.
That's put me in a good position though.
There we go. Right. So that's the scores at the end of round 4. We now do the turn order, which is Clay in the lead, followed by me, followed by Ray, closely followed by Tom. Right. So that was round 4. Going into round 5, the black company is now available, which, as a reminder, can be started anywhere.
You're going to flip the turn order. It's the most money on the right.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sorry. Got it completely the wrong way around.
It's okay.
Yeah, because I get to lay before you.
That's it, yes. Right, buying shares for round 5, which is reverse turn order. So Clay first, you've got to decide which company you want to buy shares in.
There's no orange to lay. No, I don't have anything.
Nope.
Ugh.
You're going to have to diversify your portfolio.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Who's going to lay track first? Tom. Tom is going to pick.
It's going to be Tom.
He's going to pick purple so he can lay purple into there. Okay. Gotta go. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Let me just think about this real quick.
No, that's fine. I mean, I hope people watching didn't mind me doing the maths in the last round, because I think you're going to play with some people who will do that, but you can see that I didn't do it well enough.
I'll do the purple. Let me throw in the purple.
Okay, so he's buying a share in purple.
I'm sorry, black. We'll go black. That's final answer. I'm doing it.
Final answer.
This is not a good idea. Oh.
Okay, right. Next is me. I'm going to take purple. Ray, you're up next.
I'm going to take purple as well.
Okay, and Tom?
I will also take purple.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Building of track.
Okay. Do you need me to tell you what I'm going to do?
Nope. I'm going to read your mind, and you're going to go there, followed by there, followed by there, and then there, and then there. So we have the Transcontinental Railroad has been built, and it has joined in a city, which means Tom gets an immediate bonus of 12 points.
Let it be known on this day, April 16th, the Transcontinental Railroad is complete in Billings, Montana.
Yes. Yeah. Where was it actually historically completed?
Grand Junction, I believe.
Oh, right. Which is why it's called Grand Junction?
Yes.
I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right, who's next? Blue.
Me, I think.
Yes.
I'm going to continue purple down to Boise, Indiana.
Where is that? down here.
East slightly.
So from here, the mountains.
Yeah.
So 1,
I think
2,
that's 4.
3, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Me next. Well, I'm also going to continue purple, and we're going to go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there you go. There is one purple track left, just so everybody knows. And Clay, black then.
All right, I'm gonna go from what's the town northeast of Cheyenne? That orange. It's where the orange.
Is Rapid City.
Yeah, let's go down to Cheyenne from there with the black.
So you're going to start in Rapid City.
Yeah.
Go along this orange track, which they ran out of bits of wood. Okay.
And then just keep going south towards Denver.
Okay. Not quite there. Right. Moving passengers. Pink first. Off you go, Tom.
Okay, so I will go.
Oh, Matt is correcting us in the chat that Boise is in Idaho, not Indiana, and it's got lots of potatoes. There you go. Thank you, Matt.
It's got lots of potatoes.
I knew it was something beginning with I, and not the most interesting place. I've driven through it once.
Right, Tom, where's Mr. Passengers going?
So
it was far east
from Salt Lake City, please.
Which is
the end of the purple track you just built into.
Oh yeah, here. Yep.
I'm gonna get so hosed this round. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the way around the purple.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on purple.
6 on purple.
Yep.
Then orange to Chicago.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on orange. Yep.
My one little bit of yellow.
1 yellow.
And then red down to Philadelphia,
1,
please.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on red. Giving you $20. Nice. So $20 for pink, putting you on 157. Okay, nice. Ray next.
I'm gonna go from not Boise. Let's go from Portland.
Now I know Portland.
Actually, no, it must be it's down. No, Boise then.
Boise, yep.
Yep. Up to Portland, all the way around on orange until we get to the blue track at Minneapolis, is it?
So 5 on purple.
Yeah.
And then 1,
down.
2, 3 on orange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then blue all the way to Charleston.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on blue. Giving you $15.
Yep.
So $15 for blue, putting you on 41. Okay, me next. Well, yeah, I kind of want to use the purple.
No, the purple closed. No more purple.
Yeah. There's some nice runs here still, isn't there? There's some very nice runs. So yeah, let's take this one from Albany. So it's going 1, 2, 3 on red. 1, 2, 3. Then it's going 1 on yellow. Then it's going now. It's probably going to go on. Yeah, I think I prefer it to go on blue. Yes, I would.
Really?
Yeah. So it's going to go. Just looking at the points, I might be wrong on this, but it's going to go 2 blue to get there. Then it's going to go 1, 2, 3 on orange. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on purple. 6 on purple, giving me $16. So $16 putting me on 46. Right, Clay.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
okay.
They go far, these passengers.
Now we're going to do the Cheyenne thing, okay? Yeah. One on the black, and then take it all the way over to Minneapolis, please, on the orange, and then down to Charleston using the blue.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on blue.
Yeah.
Giving you $11. Putting you on 49. Right, and that is the passengers moved. So let's do the payouts. So first of all, black is $1 for green.
Oh, that's so much, dude. Yes.
Yellow is $2 for pink.
Yeah.
Now red. So it's $9 and it's paying out $9 to both me and Tom. So $9 for me is 55. $9 to Tom is 68. Okay, that's red done. Next, blue is paying out 14. So for me, I get 14. Nothing for Tom. Ray gets 28. So 28 onto this. Let's knock 2 off and add 30. 69. For green, 28. Putting you on 78. Right, that's blue done. Next is orange. Orange is worth 15, so that's 30 for green. Putting you on 108, so that's actually 208 now. What are we on? 15. 15 for blue. So 1 plus another 14. Tom, you get 30 for that. Putting you on 98. And I get 15, putting me on 84. Right, that's orange done. Next, purple. Purple is worth 17. So none for green, 34 for blue. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 30. So what's that? 28? So 228. There you go. Tom, you've got 1 in purple, so that's 17. So 1, 2, and then number 15. And then I've got 2 in purple, which is 34. Where am I? I'm down here. So it cost me 16 on 118.
So
218.
Did you just do a 30 from 88 to 28?
Yeah, I think we were on we started off on the same spot, didn't we?
Okay.
Yeah, I think blue is 10 ahead of. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. Scoring is done. Turn order. So Clay is first, then Tom, and then me and Ray reverse. We are going into the last round of the game. There is a few burgundy tracks left. There's 1 purple track left, but plenty of yellow, plenty of black. Right, and James has just spotted, yes, 218 for Ray. Apologies for my mental arithmetic. I bet it's nice for you guys just sat there watching me do all of the admin.
Yeah. I'm just sitting back and relaxing. It's nice.
Yeah, just chill out, let Paul do the adding up. No, it's fine. I like doing it. Right, okay, so we're going into the last round. Scores are, we are all within 10 points of one another. So
yeah, it's close.
That's pretty close, I think. So buying of shares is done in reverse player order. Ray?
I'm going to go black.
Your final decision, black. Can we see that on camera? We can. Me next. Yeah, I think it'd be crazy if I went anything other than black. Because if I went yellow, nobody else is going to go in yellow. So we're going to go black. Play it safe. Tom?
Yeah, this is tricky. I'm quite tempted to take that last purple.
I was thinking about it.
I feel like it's the best thing to have from a share point of view and the worst thing from a track building point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one remaining lonely purple train.
It's an interesting thing to try, so I'm going to try it. I'll take the purple.
You're going to take the purple. Purple company is closed. And Clay.
I wonder. Okay, that's ooh. It's gonna get interesting. Well, I'll go yellow. I'm totally kidding. Give me a black, please.
Yeah.
How many black pieces are there left, Paul?
There are, in groups of 5.
They're gonna be gone, I'm pretty sure.
There are 19 black pieces left.
Ah, that's fine.
We're all good.
Yeah, because Tom's not got any, so it's only 15.
Tom's not got any. We're all good. Okay, building of track. Green first.
All right, go down to Santa Fe, please, using the black line.
Do you want to go to Denver on the way?
Actually, instead of doing that, yeah, we'll go to Denver and just go straight.
I'll give you 5 for Denver.
I want to make it harder for you guys to connect stuff because I get to ride the rails first.
Yep.
Is it worth it giving up an extra point of delivery by doing that? Now just keep going down to Santa Fe.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm not going to use the last. I'm going to stop my building.
Next, pink. Tom.
Okay, so I can only build with red.
Or yellow.
Oh yeah, I've got yellow, but
you have a share in yellow. Remember, it's been paying out a lot for you.
I've kind of written yellow off. Though actually, is it? Now I still think there might be some use in building red to Portland to get that passenger on.
Yep.
So that's 2 tracks.
Okay, so that's 2 of your 5.
And then I guess I might as well build with yellow to Milwaukee.
Where is Milwaukee?
It's northwest of Chicago.
On the orange line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another 2.
And I think the other one is not of any relevance at all.
No, so we'll put it there for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, right. Me next. Well, I'm going to build... Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, but then... Right. Okay. I'm going to build black. And...
What's that last green city over there? Is that
Dallas?
Oklahoma?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. Okay.
Yeah, it's 6 though.
It's too far. It's too far
bummer.
for one person.
I hate when that happens.
I think if I've got this right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, 5. There we go.
Nice.
Okay. Ray, final track building of the game.
Well, I've got to build black.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
I think I need to build something. Where do I go? Map a bit better down there. So he's in Santa Fe at the minute. This is the lowest bit of black. So I'm gonna build down to Phoenix.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3 to Phoenix.
And just for completionist sake, go over west towards Los Angeles for 2.
Start the journey to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There you
No
go.
one's finishing it. Yeah.
Okay, so moving of passengers. Clay, you're up first.
Let's take the Phoenix ticket holder there. We're going to go screw the purple train. We're going to go up to the, basically all the way up to Minneapolis.
So 1, 2, 3 on black.
It's got to be another black too. The
4
fourth
on
one.
black. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 4 on black.
And then Minneapolis.
So 1, 2, 3 on orange.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're currently here.
And then the blue to Charleston, please.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 onto
Thank
blue.
you. Yeah.
There you go. So that gets you $14.
All right.
Okay. Next up is pink. Tom.
Yeah. So I know what most of my route is. It's just a question of where to start. Because obviously, if I'm the only one not invested in black, but I need to start something from black in order to get the maximum use out of purple, which I am invested in. If I could just do one link on black, which. So I suppose I'm getting the payout for the link the route, and everyone else is getting a payout for it being on black.
Yeah.
Clay's getting double payout.
Yeah.
With black, but then you guys are probably going to take the ones on black anyway, so I might as well take the longest ones. So I'll take from Santa Fe.
Yeah.
So we'll go to where it joins up with purple in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, he's going to curve around the mountains to the west.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 1, 2 on black.
I think
that's three
on black.
Is it 3?
Yeah.
1.
Up to Cheyenne. Unless he skips Cheyenne. Yeah, you can skip it.
You can skip it, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
But it's Cheyenne. You want to visit there.
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
We'll skip that.
So we skirt round, we head to here, and then purple.
Yeah.
1,
Purple
2,
all the way
3,
around.
4, 5, 6. 6 on purple.
Yeah.
Okay. We're currently here.
So then we'll go on orange to Milwaukee.
3.
No, that's Minneapolis. Milwaukee is 2 more.
2 more to here.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Then we'll get 2 on the yellow.
1,
over
2
the
on
red.
yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then red to Philadelphia.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Giving you 22.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
So yeah, a $22 payout for pink. Getting up to 37.
Could have been 23 if you went to Cheyenne. Just saying.
Right. So I'll do something similar. I'll do this one. So it's 1 on black. Then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on purple. 6 on purple. Then it's 1, 2. We're going to skip Minneapolis. Although it doesn't really matter. No, I'm not going to skip Minneapolis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on orange. 1 on yellow. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on red. Giving me 21. Where am I? I'm here. So 21 is 39. Okay. And Ray, for the final passenger.
Well, I'm going for the one from Denver.
Yep.
So 1, 2 on black, I believe it is, across to Salt Lake. And then purple all the way around.
Oh, sorry, down here, yes. Purple.
Yeah, and then,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on purple. Yep.
Man, that
And
purple train paid off.
And then orange and across to, is it Minneapolis, the blue city?
1, 2, 3 on orange.
Yep.
Yep.
And then blue all the way down to the end.
6. Giving you 18 money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to knock 2 off and add 20 on. There you go. Right, okay, so we're now going to do payments for the last time in the game. So yellow is worth 3 each, which is 3 to Tom.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
black.
That purple train was awesome.
Black is worth 9. Let's not move it down yet. So black is worth 9. So that's 18 to Clay. Putting you on 45. It's 9 to blue. Putting you on 45. None to Tom, and it's 9 to me. Right, that's black done. Next is blue. 24 to green. Putting you on 269. 24 to blue. Again, 269. None to pink, and 12 to me. 1, 2, 12. Right, that's blue scored. Red is also worth 12, which is none there. 12 to me and Tom. So 12 there, 12 there. That's red scored. Next is orange, which is worth 17, so that's 34 here.
Whoa.
So 1. Let's get it right this time. There you go. 303. 17 to blue, so 1 plus 16. 34 to Tom. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 30 is 86. And then 17 for me. So knock off 3 and add 20. There you go. Right. That's orange scored. Next, purple. The powerhouse that is purple. None for green. 36 for blue. So 14 gets you to the 0. What was it, 36?
Yeah,
Yes.
so 22.
22 left. 22
Wow,
left.
nice.
Okay. Tom has also got 2, so that's 36.
We were on the same score.
You were on the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And for me, it's 36 for me as well.
Yeah.
So what's that?
And you were
1,
2 ahead of us, I think.
10,
Yeah.
25.
Oh,
Three
man.
ahead.
Is that it? Is that the end?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That is it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's the tie break for second place?
There are no tiebreakers in this game.
Oh.
Did you not see what I said about Crystal Palace in my review?
I haven't not yet.
Right, well, there we go. So the winning score was 325, then 322, and then Clay, who was a strong contender until the end when it fell apart.
Yeah, man, that purple train was.
That purple
was
train.
beast mode. That was
So
cool
I
to
think
see.
me linking that black track there to that purple track, I think that was a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you hadn't, that was my plan, so.
Well, it's the fact that us three both had 2 purples, so it was in our incentives to use that as much as possible.
I think when I started the black, I needed to start it further away from the purple, like more towards the blue.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Now, Clay, how many times have you played this game?
I want to say probably a dozen now.
Okay. And this is the first time I've played it in full. We played a 4-round game this afternoon just to learn it. But
Okay.
in your opinion, does it play very differently every time?
Yeah, I've never seen this yellow. Like, yellow didn't really have anything happen. In Chicago, it's very rare for 3 railroads to be in the same city in this game.
Okay,
So-
even in Chicago.
Well, I mean, so every hex is a limit of 2.
Yeah.
Except Chicago, you can have an infinite amount, and it's rare for it to be 3. I was really excited when that happened. So, every game is completely different.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's obviously people have choice of where to build, but it's the player decisions on which to buy shares in, and it's not unlike a lot of other train games where it's fairly obvious what you should buy shares in. I think in this one, sometimes it was, but sometimes it wasn't.
Yeah, like me and Ray, we were kind of like at the beginning. We started off on the blue team, and we're just kind of working together, building this strong network, and then we kind of diverted past a little bit, and then you just had to get purple. I'm just not too excited about it. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
So Ray, how was your first experience of this game compared to something like Age of Steam that you've been playing a lot recently?
Oh, I really like this. I can play with a different group of friends. So
Right.
Yeah, this may end up in my collection.
Because that's the thing. Age of Steam, very good game, but you're looking
Yeah.
at a 3-hour game and it is heavier than this, and it's still nowhere near your 18xx games, but this game is more accessible to a different audience.
Yeah, I'd play this as an alternative to Ticket to Ride.
Right.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid game. I mean, you got a lot of decisions. It's an hour. Obviously, we did a rules teach and everything, and it's streaming it, so there's some downtime there. But yeah, 40 minutes if you're really experienced with this game.
Yeah.
So.
And a much quicker teach than Age of Steam as well.
Yes.
That
is true. Yeah. How was it for you then, Tom?
I really enjoyed that. This is a very, very interesting game. I like the passenger movement aspect. So I've played a fair few cube rail games, and a lot of them are just about building the network, and the adding in the actual movement of the passengers sort of changes a bit. Brings it a bit more towards the Age of Steam kind of thing, but keeping it with a sort of cube rails length. Really interesting game. I like that a lot.
Cool. Right, Clay, tell us about France and Germany then.
Yeah, so there's an expansion map. We have France and Germany, and it's the same system, but we have obviously different geography and different bonuses and railroad abilities and how they enter the game. That's the one thing I love about this game is there's 6 railroad companies, but they're not all available at the beginning. Every round, you slowly introduce these companies, and they have their own unique quirks about them. That's just really fun to me. So
I'm going to put this over here. So this is the trash the map now. Right. So this is the
France.
This is the France map.
Yeah. So France is cool because Paris is right kind of in the north central area. Mm-hmm. The 6 hexes around it can only take one company.
Right.
And only each company may only occupy one of those 6 hexes.
Okay.
And then at the beginning of every round, if there is no passenger in Paris, you put a new one in there. So there will always be a passenger able to be delivered from Paris.
Yeah. Okay. And the red lines?
Can't pass them.
Yeah.
Similar to Age of Steam.
Yeah. Okay. And then the Germany side is the other side of this map.
This one is really cool. So I'll talk about 2 things real quick. You can see it on the north part of the map there, that $12 loop. I'm sorry, on our screen it would be north. So you're west.
Oh, here, yes.
Yeah, that $12 loop is the kind of it's called the Greater Germany bonus. You can, if all 5 of those cities are connected, it's a $12 payout to whoever makes that final connection.
Right. Okay.
And then the fun thing with the Orange Railroad, you can see it starts in the south on the map. Yeah. All this mountainous hex down there.
Yeah.
They don't have a penalty for building in the mountains.
Oh, the orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see it on the And that's Ian O'Toole's graphic design, by the way. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So.
And is it the same designer for all 3 of these maps?
Yeah. So this is all John Boer. He's done. And there's an expansion that we're working on, and it's Canada and then Australia, and I think after that we're doing the UK and another area of Europe, I think. So. Cool. Yeah, there's so much potential for this because of the system's there, and it's just a matter of different geography with some fun little features in there.
Right, so there's lots of extra maps planned for this particular game system. What about Irish Gauge, just bringing it back to that? Is there any more maps planned for Irish Gauge?
So when Tom Russell designed that, I think he designed it for just one specific map in that area. So I don't know. I probably should ask him, hey, is there any other maps you want to do with this system? Because it's a lot of fun. So we're going to be working on some expansions for this, and then the 3rd game will be a standalone game.
Right.
And I anticipate it being a little bit more involved. Probably going to step away from that 1-page of rules and get into a couple more pages, but it'll still be pretty, I guess. I don't want to call this entry level. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but just giving you that 18xx feel, but a little bit more meat on the bones. So, yeah.
So I've been playing quite a lot of Age of Steam recently. I think I've played it 3 or 4 times. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play it with the other maps, because this might end up replacing Age of Steam in my train game fix. And it does it in an hour and a half. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't bits of Age of Steam that I would still like, because I quite like the putting the track on the board. But there are bits of Age of Steam that I'm not keen on. And this game doesn't have that. It doesn't have those bits that I don't like. So, and it plays in, as you say, we were an hour and a half, but that's because we were doing the teach and we were streaming and I was doing all of the admin. It would have been an hour if we'd have just played it.
For sure.
And once you know the game and you play even quicker, then you're looking at, as you say, 45 minutes. So, cool.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's wrap things up. My plan, because after playing this game this afternoon, after playing it for 4 rounds, I really enjoyed it. Now I've played the full game. I am planning in the next few weeks, because I have these other maps, in bringing you extra games, because I've got a line of people that want to play this. So very likely coming to my channel over the next few weeks will be 2 more streams of this using the other maps with some extra guests. David Thompson definitely sounded like he was interested, co-designer of Undaunted Normandy, and I know David, so yeah, we'll get him in. There you go. I just wanted to say thank you to you 3 for joining me this evening.
Thanks for having this fantastic time.
Yeah, it worked really well, and I hope that the Skype share screen worked well and you were able to clearly see what was going on.
Oh, Paul, I got to hand it to you. Yeah, it's
brilliant.
It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Right, okay, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you again to you 3, and we'll see you all next time.
Thanks a lot. Thanks again, everybody.
Cheers all.
Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.